Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and this is the Board Game Blueprint. This week, I thought we'd take a look behind the curtain and just go over some of the pieces of equipment that I use to make these videos. Maybe they can be useful to you in making some kind of pitch video or some such of your own in the future. So let's jump on over to the table next door and see what we have in store. I think the first thing that should be brought attention to is the audio. As Jeff King has many times said, a good video can easily be broken by bad audio. Definitely paraphrasing our TGC official podcast host there, but I think you get the idea. And so I use a lapel microphone or a lavalier microphone. This is one that I was able to get kind of off of Amazon for pretty cheap, I think less than $15, maybe 10 or so. And I know for myself, as someone who is very, cost averse on certain things, it might seem like a bit upfront, but definitely it's lasted me a long time. And I have to admit, I'm actually wearing a different one, maybe one of a slightly higher quality even than this pictured, but I had to order this one on the fly because I thought I had lost this one when in reality I'd left it in a pocket of a bag someplace. So yes, audio is wonderful. It's really quite affordable given how many or how much content I've created with it, and truly it, I think, just kind of elevates the quality, again, of what you are watching by that much. So a lavalier or lapel microphone is absolutely great. It has, a little headphone jack to plug into your phone, hopefully. Otherwise, you might need to get an additional adapter, which, again, I wasn't too excited about, but hugely important for just presenting professional-ish, professional enough material. The second thing is going to be a tripod, and I'm going to show you a tripod that I got for our intro and outro clips. So this is my that's very sad. This is my kind of gorilla pod, I think is what it was called. Again, on Amazon, it's sort of like a known brand name or no name brand version, a generic one, if you will. And so I think that's why, I dropped it once and this part snapped off. So ever since, I've been using a rubber band to hold it in place and trying to balance it correctly once I have my phone in there. So now you know a little bit of the struggle that happens behind the scenes. However, these are really nice because they're adjustable. I'm not going to do, I guess I'll do it just for you all, is that you can kind of angle the legs a little bit and get other sorts of heights and such. You could even like rotate this in another direction and get even lower, perhaps. I just want to make sure that it still balances, of course. But these are really quite flexible in what they do. And I think, if you do pay a little bit more, again, I think this one was maybe $15 and clearly you get what you paid for in terms of plastic, audio quality, still good to go. But yes, I think this will absolutely help. If you can get a taller one, like a larger one, I think was like maybe for $30, and you'll have like a little bit of overhang so that you can do a top-down view, sort of like what we're looking at right now. I have to admit that what we're using, or that what you're seeing through, is not actually a GorillaPod tripod. It is a cosplay gauntlet that I made for the movie premiere of Avengers, the very first one back in, was it 2012, I think? So this is, made out of duct tape that I had done, and then got like a little Iron Man thing. So literally I am putting my phone kind of hanging inside of here to hold it up. It just worked out to be like the perfect angle and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna kind of keep that going. I don't mind the background. You'll generally, I think, want that to be clear when you're filming, but that is totally a-okay. Now, let's see what other things. Yes, well, probably the editing. Well, let's go with the camera first. I'm just using my iPhone, believe it or not. Really nice. I guess you can also change the setting qualities to be not just the 2080 default, but like 4K if you really wanted to. Haven't had any problems with 1080p. Resolution, I think, is what that equates to, but if you are looking to film on your iPhone, just get a steady tripod. You can change it to whatever settings you like, and you're pretty much good to go. Pretty thrown together. Like I said, I think most of my budget is pretty affordable. But yes, before we get to the editing software, I do want to hit one more thing, and that is going to be the lighting. So this was a lighting kit that we got for the show, and it is a little bit more of an upfront cost than the tripod that cheap tripod that I showed and this lavalier mic, but it has awesome white light, which is hugely beneficial, I think, for offering, again, that professional feeling, or look, I should say, because some lights have, or maybe just as they get older, turn a little bit more yellow, and it makes things just look not as clear or as clean, I think is maybe a better way to put it. I know that, yeah, some people associate white light with kind of clinical environments like hospitals and things, and maybe that's not so great, but I feel that, yeah, on video, there's really no beating it for when you're trying to display your prototypes out on the table, or yeah, if you're doing like a live stream or a run through of your game for a potential pitch video. So these lighting kits are hugely beneficial, and so far have been, yeah, going great. I think they're 2.5 years old now and still strong. These particular ones have kind of 3 different switches for 3 different areas or spacings of the light, and I mostly just kind of stick with 2 at any given time. So eventually I might need to replace those bulbs, but so far, yeah, nothing has gone wrong, which I absolutely am grateful and thankful for.